Hello and welcome to another podcast. This is my third take, I guess, of this video. I tried to record it twice, and both the time I just poof. So today, as you can see in the thumbnail as well as in the background over here, we are going to talk about ISL. I know a lot of Indian football fans are not the fans of ISL, and I get it. A lot of people say that the quality is not good. Amma also says that the quality is not good. Indian players, Indian team is not doing well in the international tournament. International tournament, I means Asia Cup and World Cup, as not SAF Cup, as we want that. So Am also says that Indian football is not, he cannot just watch it 5 minutes and he's like bored, sleepy. So today I'm alone in this video and I'll be talking about Indian football because last year, I got very much excited into the Indian football. I watched some of the Mumbai City matches, then ETK matches, Goa matches, and I really liked how they played. And so today I wanted to talk about ISL. Recently, I've been falling behind on the matches. I have not been watching the entire 90 minutes. Heck, I have not even been following what the score is and who won is. I just woke up the other day and see who won the match. So I might be a little bit, what you can say, behind on tactical knowledge or the tactical nuances that the teams are following right now. So we'll talk about all the 11 teams except for Kerala Blasters, because there should be one team that we should not talk about in each and every video. Last time it was Burnley, now it was Kerala Blasters, and the reason for that is I've to be honest, I've not watched the matches. I've just watched maybe 2 matches, 3 matches that I've for the whole 90 minutes. I have not watched them enough to judge how good they are and how bad they are and what Bukam Manovic is doing over there. So sorry, Kerala Blasters fan. And to be honest, if any Kerala Blasters fans are watching this, why don't you just name few players that you are but I should look forward to if I watch their matches. I know Sahar Abdul Samad is doing a really good job. So just list down a few players so that I can watch them when I watch the replay or probably watch the future matches. So I will start out the video and I will try to go from East Bengal to Mumbai City, like this order, top to bottom to top. Let's talk about East Bengal. So one thing that I have seen about East Bengal is there's not you can say a pattern, a tactical pattern, or playing set of 13, 14 players, 15 players, who you can say that yes, this is my main core. These are going to start each and every week. So that I have not seen that much. Last season as well, when I think so East Bengal was under Robbie Fowler. I also seen there that he used to change tactics each and every game, to suit his opponent. And this season also, I feel that it is the same thing is happening. I think so. It was Manolo Diaz who was the coach, and they removed him. And obviously after 10 games, no six draw, 4 losses, which is not acceptable, for a club like an East Bengal club, which has historically rich club, and just not performing. And there were some problems with the owners as well. Very late, this season, that they got owner. Last season as well, the Siemens, they came in very late. This again also they wanted to drop it off, but again there was some problem with it. I did not follow much of it. There was some problem they were facing. So one thing that they need right now is stability, stability in tactics, stability in what their game plan is, how they are going to attack, what is going to be the transition idea or ideology, how are they going to press the team. This all what you can say. They should go step by step and fix all these things, because unless and until you have a plan of attack, what you have to do in transition. You are not going to do well in any football league. Rather be it Indian football, Indian Super League. You are not going to do well if you don't have a set of plan, a set of players who you can call the core players. Yeah, you are just not going to win. One player, I would I was very extra. What you can say, who was very what you can say a shining light in the dark. In the dark was Perisovic. He's really good. He's a striker. I like him because he has that ability. He can drop deep. He can receive the ball around the center area, and he can turn his back, turn his marker around, and look to either distribute the ball or carry the ball forward as well. And not only he does that, what he does is he carries the ball forward, and then once he passes to someone else, then he moves forward to play as a striker. So basically, he's doing two roles. In football, in a match, Basically, what the even if the striker is dropping, what he would do is he just drop, move the ball forward, and then let them do. But what he does is he drops forward, he passes the ball, he moves the ball forward, and then goes into the box to attack the ball as well, or to receive the ball as well from another player. So this shows that this makes him one of the fulcrum point or the focus point of the team. And so easily East Bengal are missing him. He got suspended for 5 games, I guess, for some disciplinary behavior against the refs. So yeah, that is what I want to talk about East Bengal. Let's talk about Northeast United. I'm not going to say Northeast United are boring or not, but sometimes I just don't want to watch their game. Khalid Jamil, I think he likes to keep the game very methodical. What you can say, very slow down. Break the game because I don't think they have much what you can say pattern of play that they are going to do this. And whenever they have played well was the time when the opposition were really struggling. Like they played a 3-all draw against Mumbai, and it was because Mumbai, where they were not dealing well with Deshaun Brown. Again, I've said in the my article as well about Mumbai City before the start of the season. I wrote an article. In that article also I've said that if you have physically strong, quick players, quick forward, if you can, find them in the final third or in the defensive third of Mumbai City, you are going to score, because they just they are not able to, they don't have the capacity to deal with physically strong players. Last season also they were doing Mumbai was struggling. Let's talk about Northeast. I'm talking about too much about Mumbai. So Northeast, yeah. One thing they are missing is their talisman Federico Gallego. I know he was a really good player last season. He got injured again. I guess I don't remember against whom he played. He played a game. He got injured. I remember him getting injured after 20 minutes, I guess, playing 20 minutes, and he got injured. And that was a really big blow for Northeast United, because they were really banking on him to be that. To play alongside Kashi Kamara. Kashi Kamara is again a good progressor of the ball, but I like him when he plays as a centered CDM, as a, what you can say, deep lying playmaker, not a playmaker but a deep lying ball carrier. Federico Gallego is your main key player, and they have replaced him with someone like Kuru, who is again good, but not Gallego. And again they have Deshaun Brown as well up top. They signed Hernan Santana from Mumbai City, who was the centre back alongside Murtada Fall. So they signed him. He's also doing a decent job. He is moving up in the field, but the problem with him moving up in the field is what the problem is that he moves up the field, but there is no one else who what you can say covers his place. He moves up the field with the ball, and if he loses it, and obviously if Kazi Kamara is not playing, then he has to be that the what you can say the deep ball carrier or the ball progressor. He has to be the one to do that. And what happens is he loses the ball sometimes. He tries to play this frantically, and he loses the ball, and that shows that he needs someone in a defense. There's Patrick Flotman, but again he's not the. I don't think he's the leader of the group. Hanan he needs Hanan Santana needs someone a leader like Murtada Fall was last year. He was the leader of that Mumbai City. He used to arrange the defense so that Hernan Santana can get that freedom with the ball. So that is missing, I guess. And again, someone who needs to replace Federico Gallego. I know his impact is too much on the northeast side, and he's a great player for them. But because of his injury, they need to replace him with someone. So let's talk about FC Goa. I had a lot of what you can say expectations from FC Goa. I thought they will do really well this season. I had them, beating Mumbai City or ATK Mohun Bagan in semi-final and play the final. So the problem that happened with was what was the problem actually? They lost. Okay. Now I remember. They lost. Who is the Mumbai City striker? I don't. Angulo. Okay. They lost Igor Angulo to Mumbai City, and they have frankly speaking, they have not replaced him. They have a guy, I don't remember his name, as a striker, but he is not as good as Angulo was. So the problem with Goa is that I feel, personally, I feel what the problem is. They have Noguera, they have Glenn Martins, they have Edbudia. They have three midfielders who basically play the same role. Noguera likes to drop deep, this is the ball, and then move the ball forward. Everybody also same, likes to drop deep and move the ball forward. Then again, Ganmatis likes to move the ball forward. He's a center defensive midfielder, so he might not move forward, but he likes to move the ball forward. So all this, they are missing Brandon Fernandez, who I feel was, I feel he's the best India's best number 10 right now. I've seen him play last year. I've seen him play for India in the qualifiers against Bangladesh and Afghanistan. He's I feel Brandon Fernandez is one of the India's at least India's best number 10 right now, alongside Yasir Shah, who I will talk later. I feel that they are missing him in the midfield to create those chances, because what happens is George Ortiz, Ortiz, Ortiz is the only one who is really a threat in a final third. They lost Angulo as well, so I think the main thing that Goa should look for is a a playmaker, someone who will play a little bit deep, play those through balls alongside Edubidia as well. Noguera again, he has been moving forward. I remember him scoring two brace against Northeast in the Northeast in that 4-3 game. But yeah, so I'm just getting sidetracked. So two things that Goa needs to do right now is first get a playmaker, someone who is going to play in behind, play those passes, and second is striker. Get a good striker. I know you have a striker right now on the bench, but he's not good. Get a good striker. Yeah, so that's the two things that can probably make Goa better. And again, they have I think Juan Fernando left for ATK Mohun Bagan. So they have someone else. I don't remember his name. They have someone else. I have not watched them since Fernando left. So today I might probably watch Goa versus Chennai, which would be a good game for me because I have not watched both these teams from a long time. So it would be a good game, a good appetizer for me, good knowledge for me. So next up, Bengaluru. What I will talk about Bengaluru. What should I talk about? Where should I start? I think the first thing I should start about is the Indian captain Sunil Chhetri. I watched Bengaluru. I watched his for first 3-4 games when he was playing. I just thought that he's not getting involved as much as he was getting involved last year in the game. I feel that the player he's not getting overrun. He's not getting ball in the right area that he wants. Obviously, he can drop deep and receive the ball, but I don't think that is main what you can say. At least for a 36-year-old, that is what he wants to do. What he wants to do is to run around the flanks with the ball or cut inside with the ball, so that he can run towards the goal, and that is not happening currently right now. So who is Goa? Who is Bengaluru? I don't remember his name. His first name starts with M and Pesoli, I think so. His name is. Let me just check. I just forget. It's confusing for me. Just confusing for me. What his name is? Okay, it's not here. Where is his name? Where I can see his name? I think so in the match section I can see his name. I think so it's Marco Pesoli, but just let me make sure. In the lineups you can see, yep, Marco Pesoli. Yes, so finally you can see he was dropped for the established Bengal game, and then he came in. Okay, so they have changed formation. I don't think they have changed formation. They used to play 4-3-2-1. Let me just go somewhere else. Okay, so which game should we? I think so. We should take a look at this game because this was again a great game. So here they have shown 4-3-3, but I felt they were playing 4-2-3-1. So this back four remains same. I think so. Jayesh Hernandez and Bruno Ramirez, they both play as a double pivot, and Farooq just played behind Ibarra, Silva, and Sunil Chhetri was to play here, but again Pesoli decided to drop him. So Ashik is starting over here. He used to play as a, what is this? I think so. This is right wing, or it is left wing. So he used to play as a left back, and now he was not he was left wing. He was pushed behind to play as a left back. So basically, what happens is Clayton Silva drops deep. This Prince Ibarra and Sunil Chhetri used to come here, and Farooq, I think so, he was to drop deep. Again, I have not watched so much of Bangalore, so I'm just just gabber talking. Okay, I will not talk about Bangalore. Let's move on to other team. I just lost. So yeah, this is the problem is their defense is not, their attack is not firing other than Clayton. So two things that are wrong with Bangalore are their attack is not firing. They are not scoring as many goals as they are creating it, because I watched the game against Mumbai City. They created a lot of chances. Sunil Shetty missed a penalty, which they should have, to be honest, at least should have got a point from that game. Probably not deserved to win, but should have got a point from the game. And second thing is they are conceding a lot of goals. They are conceding too many goals. 18 goals, 10 matches, too much. Too much to finish top four. It is probably almost 2 goals per match, which probably that's why you are losing or drawing such games, so many games. So first thing that needs to happen is strengthen the defense. Not strengthen, to be honest. They had King, who was I think so injured, so Alan Costa has to play there alone. Strengthen the defense and get the attack firing. Get Sunil Chetri, Kiran Silva, Prince Ibarra, all these guys firing goals for you. And then probably Bengaluru. They have played 10 games. 10 games are more than enough. You can see Mumbai have played just 5 games. Mumbai have won just 5 games, whereas Bengaluru has won 2. 3 game difference. You can easily cover up. 2 game difference you can easily cover up to get the top 4 spot. So just those two again, two things for Bengaluru. So we'll move to Odisha. To be honest, last year I did not watch much of Odisha, and this year again, I did not watch much of Odisha. One thing that I was really surprised to see was Javier Hernandez playing as a number 9. I was really surprised to see in the few games. He got a brace as well. I think so. After that brace, he got a place as a number 9. I was really surprised to see why he was playing as a number 9. He's a number 10. He likes to play behind the striker. Again, a great passer of the ball. Can play excellent through balls. Can what we can say, progress the ball really well. So I was really surprised to see why he's playing as a number 9. You have signed Zonatas, who's who's literally strong guy, good in air, has a lot of speed to him. You just drop him and play someone like number 10 as a number 9. I was really surprised to see it. And again, obviously he did not fire. He just scored 3 goals, out of which 2 in the same match in the first match itself. So I was really surprised to see what was the thinking behind the coach. So that is the only thing I would talk about Odisha right now. They were bottom, I guess. Yeah, they were bottom last year. Now they are 7. Congrats to them. They might finish top. I don't know. So let's move on to Chennai. And for Chennai, I have if I can go over here. Yes. So I have as you can see, they are So I just wanted to talk in deep about Chennai, what they do, what they did, and why they are conceding so many less goals. I think they have considered. Okay, they have considered 11 goals. Once when I was watching, I've not watched the past 2-3 games. When I was watching, they had what you can say the best defensive record in the league. I think so. They have second best now, right now, third best. But they considered 3 goals against Kerala Blasters. They had one of the best defense. So I just wanted to talk about them a little bit and what they used to do. So this is the basic structure that they have: 4-2-3, 4-2-3-1. Regan Singh used to move here. Jerry playing like moving here. So what they did defensively, I will first talk about defensively is like this. This two. This. Is something like this, or you can see as you can see not much gap between the lines. I will just take a square. So as you can see, not much difference. Not much what you can say distance between the lines. As you can see, not much space around here. For someone like not much space to work with. Okay, this is to remove. So if I put someone like here, as you can see, there's not much space to play in between this line. So basically strikers used to struggle a lot because of this. And attacking wise, now let's focus on attacking wise. So I will just make it like this, what it was. Don't focus on numbers because I have not changed them. I have not matched them, changed to match the kit. So what their attacking was, get the ball around here to Borishu. So get the ball over here, and he will also drop deep. The number 9 Rahim Ali, I was really surprised to see him because I really felt that because when I watch each and every game, each and every team, there was always a foreign striker for someone, foreign striker for other teams. But I was really surprised to see an Indian striker playing for Chennai. And I think so he was not a striker. He used to drop deep and let players like Muzaev, Changte, who are really pacey. He used to drop deep. Koman also probably played like this. Uh, Bodyshuk used to stay here. Thapa would come here, I guess, play alongside Koman in a line. It is taking too much time. Please let me know if you like this or not, so that probably in the next video I will not do this. So he used to drop dip, and what he used to do is play this. Yeah. Let's see if yes, play these balls. Play them. Not only him, but Koman also. If I would give the ball to him, you can see he used to also play passes to them. Play passes in this area, and let players like Changte get behind defense and run at the opposition with the ball like this, making diagonal runs. And obviously you have someone like Regan Singh who will move forward over here. Then obviously basically the fullbacks should push forward. JD will push forward from here, and basically they will form this three, and they will have Koman and Thapa here to guard. But again, if possible, these once the ball moves forward. Okay, so I will just move them here. So Muzaev is over here. Rahim Ali would be somewhere like here. I will just move a little bit forward, so that make them move forward. I like to move it. Okay, so once so for example, if Muzaev has the ball over here, I will just remove this. I did this. That's why I like to have someone talking in between, so that I can do such sort of stuff. So okay, so it's clear. So if the ball is over here, as you can see, this Muzaev has the ball. Once the ball reaches over here, or maybe over here as well, or even here as well, if they have position that in such areas, then what would happen is this Thapa and okay, Thapa and what Koman used to do is make a run towards the box, try and get on the end of the ball. They would probably run here, so that I can move forward. I will move forward to them over here, and over here they will move forward, so that once the ball arrives, they can just come and shoot and goal. So this was their main game plan. Stay steady at the back. Once they consider position, get into the formation. Get in the formation 4-4-1-1 or 4-4-2. Get into those. Don't give much space in between the line, as I showed you. Don't get much space in the between the line. And once it came to attack, just try and hold the ball. Progress the ball slowly. Progress the ball not slowly, cautiously. Once the ball is a little bit forward, get your fullbacks in, and probably make the the wingers cut in, because again both Changte and Muzaev both are great goal scorers. Changte really likes to come into this left foot and fire it across the goal. So he would probably play shots like the he would probably go like this curve. I can show you how to curve in this. So he would probably come. He would probably start here, come in here with the ball, and probably go for a goal, something like Robin type, coming inside the field, switching to the left and shooting it. So he would like to do that. Muzaev also as well from the right side, so he would do like that. So they would do like that, and if there's a crossing opportunity, then Rahim Ali would probably drop deep, and players like Koman and Thapa would come from deep, so that unmarked, and basically there's a term known as the second man and third man runs. So basically, what I mean to say, what in easier words, that is someone from the midfield, who is playing really deep, coming into the box for and cross, coming in very late, so that he's basically unmarked, and so he can pounce on the second ball, or even pounce on the crosses or cutbacks, and to score a goal. So this is what Bodizar Bandovic really used to do. And I really like the system, because it was probably attacking wise it was not probably great, but defensively the Chennai was difficult to beat. Mumbai also struggled against them. They just scored a set piece goal. So they would really struggle against such team. And one more thing I would like to show is what happened. Why are they not playing as well? Let me just load the Chennai team again. So what they did was, they changed the formation a lot, not a lot, but they changed the formation. They brought in Lucas, someone who's tall, who's speedy, who can play as a target man as well, and they dropped obviously Rahim Ali. And the formation, it was changed to something like this. Mulzai played over here. You have Thapa coming over here. Okay, so they changed the formation to something like this, 4-1-4-1. And obviously it was not Muzai, it was Edwin who played over here. So I will just, so obviously you have to put a foreigner in, you have to remove a foreigner. So they played a 4-1-4-1, which when out of position looked like this. Without position, it looked like this, for a bank of 5 and a bank of 4. Again, as I said, not much space between the lines. This is what they used to play like. So to get this natural width with players, natural width. And they again changed they changed Rahim Ali to Lucas to get the crosses in, and so that the striker can just head the ball like this. See, boom, okay, boom, boom, like head the ball like this. This has worked for them quite sometimes. And what can happen is, once they move forward, what happens is they can be just like this. Koman can be the one who can probably go here play as a number 10. Thapa can be and box to box number 8, someone who can box to box. Why am I saying box to box? Just a box to box midfielder. And Borisha could be someone who is a CDM and obviously guarding this area. Once fullbacks move forward, he would probably cover this areas if opposition attack. So this is the basically game plan, a Tutka Mutka game plan, I can say. Took a little bit time to adjust, and that's why I need someone who can talk when I do this kind of stuff in background, so that you can listen to him, and obviously there is not awkward silence in it. So yeah, that is about Chennai. A little bit Tutka Putka, but I think you guys might have understood what I was trying to say. And again, let's talk about Jamshedpur, because I was tired doing this. I'm going to do this again for 80k. As you can see, I have collection for 80k as well. So I'm going to do this again for 80k. So just to have some rest, let's talk about Jamshedpur. So Jamshedpur last year again, they were I think 6th or 7th, 4 points out of the top 4, 4 points behind FC Goa, and they had a striker named Valskis, who I was really excited to see. He was really physical, he was really pacey. Again, this kind of, if you have this attribute, you are physically strong, you are pacey, you have pace, you are going to excel as a striker in Indian Super League. But the problem was, since in the final 10 games, he just did not score. I don't know what happened, but he was not able to score. He started the same as this season, I think. So he got only a brace in a single game. That was, I think, so against Odisha, if I'm not wrong. He got a brace, and after that, he was not seen. But let's move on from Vasquez. He was not the main thing. Greg Stewart. Now this guy, someone from Rangers, and I was, what you can surprise, that they got him from Rangers. I don't know what his age is. He might be probably 31, 32, maybe more than that. But coming from, if you coming from, such a top level league, Scottish Premier League is a good league, might not be top 5, but probably a top 10, because he's playing for Rangers as well. So he has had some European, what you can say, Europa League or Champions League experience as well. So coming from Rangers, to coming to this league, obviously this league is not difficult. This league might not be difficult for him when he's coming from the Scottish Premier League. But it was shocking to see that Jamshedpur really can attack someone like him to him. Obviously KTK Mohun Bagan attracted Johnny Kauko, who played in the Euros recently for Finland. But I was really surprised that he was from Rangers, and he was currently playing for Rangers. So I was really surprised to see that. And he came in, he just took the league by storm like this. 5 goals, 5 assists. Obviously those 4 goals were in a single game. But he's I think he's a sort of a number 10. I've again not seen him much. He played Jamshedpur played a 4-4-2. I think he's a number 10, or a second striker, as a striker, someone, if I can explain, let me just explain him. so that you guys can understand what I want to say. Let me just go to lineup. Okay. So he's a number 10. Someone starts just behind striker. Just likes to go here, go over here. Someone play as a second striker as well. Once the ball moves forward, once the ball is over here, play as a second striker or play as a number 10 or shadow striker as you can say, because of his goal scoring threat. So watch him. He is a really good player. They have replaced Vasquez with Murray, and basically he's a good choice. I don't think he's a bad choice. So yeah, this is what I want to talk about Jamshedpur. And one more thing, one more player. I don't know if he's in the bench. Was he on the bench? I think so. He was injured. That's why it's look for Ishan Pandita. I really liked him last year. I was really fan of him. His commitment, his ball winning. What you can say? He's he's someone I feel he has a mentality of Ronaldo. Like he's someone who has a Ronaldo like mentality. I really like someone who is up for any 50-50. Basic striker. They don't probably like to go for 50-50s, or they usually, if they know that they are not going to win, they will probably not challenge much for the ball. But he's something else. He's ready for ready to challenge everyone for a single for a 50-50 ball as well. So look forward for him. And another player that is Komal Satal. I really like him. He's small, so he can get past spaces, get past what we can say compact spaces very easily, which also makes him a good dribbler as well. He's a good dribbler. I really like him. He's a good dribbler, and someone who's pacey again. What he does is he's constantly runs along the left flank, runs along this. He would play for Boris. He would run along this flank, and he's really quick. He's really very good when it comes to defending. When he comes on one. I've not seen him play one, but he's really good. So that means that is the only thing I would talk about Jamshedpur. So yeah, three players: Yash Stewart, Ishan Pandita, and Komal Satal are the ones to look forward. Obviously, there are other, but I'll probably move on. And so again, now it's time to talk about 80k. So I think so. I loaded 80k. Okay, so I've loaded 80k. It's slightly lopsided, but whatever it is, whatever. So this is 80k under Juan Fernando. This is not 80k under. So I will just first talk about what Fernando has does, and then after that I will talk what Habas should do. So this is the basic structure 4-2-3-1. What would happen is Colasso, what is listen Colasso, he will run down this flank constantly, and he is one to look out for. His 23-24, I guess. He has a lot of pace. His dribbling is good. A serious goal scorer. He's a threat. Once he what he does is he will move here, try to come inside. Make such sort of a diagonal run, and once he gets here, he can just put one inside for the goal, curl inside the goal. If you really want to watch him against Kerala Blasters, where he received the ball. He played as a wing back. He received the ball over here. He came, then he moved inside and just fired a goal from here. So, yeah, how can I explain what 80k really does? What will happen is if during an attack, Manvil will come right slightly here. Again, these both are inverted wingers. They like to cut inside, so that they can get a shot at goal. But what Manvil also has is he's very good. He has a good right foot. He has a great right foot. So what will he do is, if he cannot get inside, then what he will do is he will just run with the ball and cross in with his right foot. Put the cross in with his right foot. So it really does matter to him. He can run down this flank. He can cut inside. So basically I will just put him over here to start. And Roy Krishna, what he will do is he will drop deep. Surprisingly, wait, I think so. I should go by player, I guess. Okay, so I talked about Manu Singh. I talked about Litson Colasso. I'll talk about Roy Krishna now. So Roy Krishna, last year I felt that Roy Krishna is a great second striker. Someone who needs a main striker, someone who can play in the shadow of him. So I usually should say that Roy Krishna is a good shadow striker. But this season and the end of the last season, I have seen that Roy Krishna is a great striker as well. And one of the, what we can say, we really don't see this much. At least I don't really see this much but he's a good complete striker. He's an overall complete striker. What he has added to his repertoire is he can play as a striker. As I said last end of the last season, I saw him playing as a lone striker, so he can do that. As well as he drops deep, receives the ball, and what he does is he has this capacity. He has this knack. If he has received the ball over here, I will just move forward, Colasso, and I would probably add some defenders so that you guys can get an idea of what I want to say. So let me add just a few defenders over here. So for example, this is a defensive line. For example, this is a defensive line. So what he has a knack of, I will give him the ball over here. So yep, take it. You can have the ball, and again I will select a line so that to show you. Arrow please, and yellow one because I like yellow color. What he will do is he will look for these runners. Look for Colasso, who are running behind this. So what he will do is these both are pacey guys. They are really pacey. They are lightning quick, back to front like this. So what he will do is he will try to play the balls in between the defense so that these players can run behind and receive it. And this is the key that he has added to play those through balls, which again Bumu can do. But again, what Bumu has done is he drops deep so that he can receive the ball from these guys. So that he can receive the ball from. Wait, can I mark it? Yep. So that he can receive the ball from these guys or from these guys. So what he has done is he is dropping deep and collecting the ball, receiving the ball from these guys. And Bumu and Krishna plays. So I'm getting confused. Okay, so please, Bumu drops deep to play as a number 6. Lord Krishna drops deep to play as a number 10. So what it has happened is the wingers. Basically you can say that compared to Liverpool, Bumu might be someone like Jordan Henderson or Thiago Alcantara. So that you can get an idea. So consider him as a Thiago Alcantara, someone who drops deep, progress the ball forward. Who what I was saying? Imagine him as Roy Krishna as Roberto Firmino. Yes, Roberto Firmino. Imagine him as Roberto Firmino, and this is Mo Salah. This is Sadio Mane. Obviously, now you can easily understand what I was trying to say. Drops deep, plays the ball to Salah. Plays the ball to Mane. They will come. They will run towards the ball. They will get here, and they will get here. If this doesn't work, then obviously the fullbacks push forward. They will move forward. They will support them. They can be also underlap and overlap. So if Colasso is inside, both will just come here. If Colasso is over here, both will come here. Same here. Mostly Manvi likes to stay here because to use the right foot to cross in the ball. Basically he would like to stay here. Then Ashitosh Mehta, I've not seen him underlap much. I've just seen him overlap. So that might be a good thing to have one because Subhashis Bose is a very attacking minded fullback. He constantly likes to move forward. So that can Subhashis Bose constantly move forward because Dishan Colasso needs help. And it would be a good thing because Manveer Singh can deal one-on-one very good. Dishan Colasso not much. He is still learning. So Subhashis Bose moving forward. He is helping with underlapping and overlapping. Manveer Singh going hugging the touchline. And if he cuts inside, then Ashitosh Mehta can come in and Colasso can come in. Obviously you have Roy Krishna as well. You have Bumu moving in. So this is the basic thing that is going under Juan Fernando right now. And one more thing, defensive wise, ATK, I thought that Habas has a very good pressing system, but this season I thought that the pressing system is not good. And the reason for that is that I don't know if I am right or wrong, but I saw is the pressing, they are not pressing as the whole other team. They are pressing as a block as a team. So basically what he has done is, let me get a box. Let me just reset this so that I can show what the pressing was. So how they will place is they will make a 4-2-4. Roy Krishna will move here. Bomu will come here. So this will be somewhat of a placing structure that they have. What would happen is these six guys would used to sit here, and what happened was these four guys. Okay, let me get a box and yellow color, please. Thank you. These four guys used to press, and they what and obviously this only these four guys used to press. They would target. Again, they get some players. That's why I need someone to talk in between so that I can do these things. That is the only reason why I need someone to talk. So then these guys would press. So these guys would press, and they used to. So for example, if he has the ball, I will just add a few more players. So these guys would normally press. Okay. So I will just remove this. So these guys would normally press. He will go here. Roy Krishna and Bomo will be the one who would apply pressure. So they would apply pressure on him. What it would do is Colasso would probably come inside. What it would do is it provided an easy outlet if this player manages to get the ball over here, and if he moves forward. If he moves forward, I will just remove the ball from here. So if he has the ball, he can easily move forward, because obviously if you you can say he will come deep. Then again this shifting would happen. Only these four guys would press. There's these six guys. Only these six guys I'm talking about. These six guys would remain there, and that would provide an easy way to break the press. Opposition they just had to deal with these four guys, and once they deal with it, they are openly through on goal, or through on this defense. And one more thing that used to happen is we will just place someone here. Okay, we will place Deepak Nangli over here. So assume they used to play in a back five. So what their role was to get forward. This fullbacks constantly got forward during the Antonio Habas, and what it did was this area was uncovered, and usually this centre backs had to deal with it. And once they move forward, once they got some players forward, what it would do is this would keep this lane open again, this area open again. So to cover this area, then again he has to push forward, again he has to come over here, then this area would remain, and he will move forward. And that is what happened was the spaces would remain open. The fullbacks would not come on time to cover this gap, fill those plugs. That is why they were constantly getting conceding goals, and that is the reason why they would concede a lot of goals. So yeah, this is about 80k. This is again very scuffed. The first time I'm planning this, planning to do something like this. So so yeah, this is about 80k, and this is how they have considered 18 goals from 9 games. This would have, I think so, they considered 15 goals last year in 20 games. So they have already surpassed Italy and not played even half games. So this is the reason why Habas got fired, is because their pressing system was not good. Team used to not press as a whole team, and they used to what you can say, open areas. There were a lot of gaps in the defense which were not filled by the fullbacks coming behind to help. That is why they were conceding a lot of goal. And the third reason was crosses. They were not able to deal crosses. TD was not there. He was injured for at the start of the campaign. So they used to concede goals from low crosses or the normal crosses. So yeah, the three things they used to concede goals is the first, weak press. So if you are preparing for UPSC exam and they ask you why ATK Mohun Bagan were conceding goals under Antonio Habas, three things. One is the pressing was not good. Second is they used to keep a lot of they used to leave the spaces open in the defense. And third thing was they were not able to deal crosses. So remember these three things why Antonio Lopez got fired. Hyderabad. Let me just take a break. Hyderabad. Hyderabad last year, Mumbai City were what you can say my favorite team because I really liked what how they played under the Bera. This year, Hyderabad are my favorite teams. Not that Mumbai is not my favorite team. Mumbai is a favorite team, but after watching them play last year like that, I was what you can say, what you can say, what is that? आदत हो गई थी कि उनको ऐसे देखने की. So Hyderabad, it was a shocker for me to see them play really well, really play like this. And again, we'll move on to tactical board. Sorry. So this is their setup. Few points, a few things that I would like to point is again inverted wingers. So these would play as a 4-3-3. Inverted wingers, and these fullbacks, the Akash Mishra and Ashish Rai. These compare, I would like to compare these two, not compare, just so get so that the fans of ISL who probably not watch ISL but they want to know, just if you watch Liverpool, Alexander Arnold and Robertson, same like that. This is Robertson and this is Alexander Arnold. Both are both like to move forward, both like to get in this sort of area. So they would like usually play in a single line. Means if Akash Mishra is here, Ashish Rai would probably play somewhere around. So they would probably both check whether where each of them are and play accordingly. So again, inverted wing backs, he will move forward. They have I have put Edu Kashi out here because he has been playing in the recent games, but they have Yashir Shah over here who plays as a number 10, and I really liked him when he was playing. So he will basically just come here and he will play those. Again, do this, give me yellow color, give me line. Okay, what he will do is I will just give him the ball so that you can understand. What he does is he plays this kind of passes over here or over here to obviously the runners. So basically this is his job. And one more thing I would like to talk about is Bart Ogbeche. When he was in Mumbai last year, I thought he's just one-dimensional striker, someone who can get in the box, someone who can just play as a target man and nothing else. But now this season when I'm watching him, new sides of him are emerging. I really did not know that he can drop deep to create spaces for players like Rohit Danu or Pujari, or even players like this. To what would happen is again I would put some players so that you guys can understand more of it. I'm sorry, I'm really sorry, I'm extremely sorry. मतलब यार मेरे को आइडिया था कि मतलब ऐसा कुछ वीडियो करने का है because I was watching T4 a lot. I've been watching T4 recently. I had a little bit idea कि let's try to do something like this, but I don't know that this would be really hard to talk about. So just for for understanding, something like this defense is going on. Obviously, you have Bartok Beche. Centre backs will be watching Bartok Beches. The centre backs will be watching Bartok Beches. What he does is he usually drops deep. He will collect the ball from Edugase. He will take the pass. What happens is someone has to cover for him. Otherwise, he can just run with the ball. He can just run inside. He can just go for the goal. So what happens is, for example, just for example, he will drop here. What it does is, let me take a box. This space is open. So that I didn't know that he has such quality as well. And not only creating open spaces for other players. What he does is, so for example, now he will move forward. He will also see that this space is open, so he will move forward. What he will also do is, wait, just take me. Okay, to the. What he will do is he can. Okay. Now I know what the problem is. So what he will do is, not only he will create a space for his, not only will create such kind of spaces for other players, but what he has is he can also play direct ball as well. So he can do that as well. So this is the other thing that I have seen part of which is dropping deep, creating spaces for other players, and score and playing through ball. So that I have seen. Again, what should I talk about? What should I talk about in this side? Okay, let's talk about Sana Singh. His name is Chinglen Sana Singh, but commentators call him Sana Singh. So I will also call him Sana Singh as well. What he does is, centre backs usually what centre backs would do. Let me just. Okay, I cannot come much forward. Okay, remove this. What a centre back does. Okay, so I will just make them come. a little bit deep. भाई आगे मत जाओ, पीछे जाओ. Okay. What a centre back does. What a centre back will do. Play a ball to CDM. Uh, circle maybe. Okay, so I will start from the top. What a centre back does. Play a ball like this. Play a ball like this. Or probably play to one of your CDMs who will drop deep, or probably play to someone to your number 10, which is the basic stuff for centre back. To play what you can say passes that are sure 100% or maybe 95%. But what this guy has, I will just remove this line. What this guy has is the capacity, or you can say the ability to play balls like this. I will just add some more players defense. So what he has, once if he moves forward, if he moves forward, again as I said, what a centre back would do. Okay, let me just add a few more over here. Okay, so what will a centre back do? Probably go back to his keeper to circulate the position. Probably let him come deep, let him come over here and play the ball, or probably play the ball to the center, probably to the CDM, or if your number 10 is dropping deep, probably play the ball to him. But what he has is one more thing. If this player decide to make a run like this, what he would do is he would see that this guy is making a run. He would play a long crossfield ball over here. So this really amazes me regarding him. That he can play these long balls. Not only he can play forward passes, but he can make those progressive passes. As you can say, he's progressing the ball forward. He's creating chances. So this I really like about him. Not only that, he can play. He can shift his body weight across and play to someone like him. Play the ball to this guy, so that he can be through on goal. He can do like that, and I really like that if a centre back can do that, because this really changes the whole dimension. Because obviously your number 10, if your number 10 is getting what you can say pickpocketed, then you can put him. It's really difficult to pickpocket an opposition defender. You can press him, but you cannot pickpocket him just like you can pickpocket and so number 10. So this really changes the game, and I really like players centre backs who are really good at defending as well, but are really good at playing progressive passes. Not only forward passes, but progressive passes as well. Passes like long passes to your wingers or to a striker, such like that. And one more thing is he is not what you can say. He does not fear to. Let me just remove this line. He will he is someone who is courageous on the ball. So he can probably come over here with the ball and probably travel 40-50 yards with the ball and play a pass to the winger. So he has such sort of a quality which makes him as an exceptional centre back, and I really like him. Whenever the ball goes towards him, I really think that players should pass to him, players to go for him. Even as a defender, I'm excited to see him with the ball, which is quite rare for me. So I really like him for that. And yeah, this is about Hyderabad. I will not stretch about too much. So Hyderabad, what I always talk about is Ogbeche. He has really surprised me. The Indian players that they have, and the system that Manolo Marquez uses is just amazing to watch. Last but not the least, Mumbai. I'm really tired, man. I cannot do this. Okay, let's talk about Mumbai. I know most of you have been bored by now. I am bored by now. But just hold on 10 minutes, 5-10 minutes. Give me just 5-10 minutes. So again, this is the structure. I will. Oh, okay. So not ball gets run out played now. Puya plays. We'll talk about him in later video. I'm not doing strength. He's really good guy. He's keen to have. He's someone who is keen to have a ball at the feet. Someone he really likes to keep the ball at his feet. Someone who can move the ball. So basically, sorry for getting distracted. He's really what you can say. He demands the ball at his feet. He's very confident on the ball, and even if he's getting pressed, he will find a way to progress the ball forward. That I really like about him, and that is why he is the what you can say the highest paid Indian player. The Mumbai had to sell a lot of money for him, and so that is about him. Should I do about Mumbai later, or wait a minute if I can just open my, if I can, if I can, just give me a second. I will open my oh, post about him, not him, Mumbai City. So please go on to just I have these links in the video. Just please go on so that you can please support, because I really write good articles. I feel that I write good articles. So this is what I had written about Mumbai. So tactics build up. As you can see, that's like to he prefers a quick pass from a deep playmaking midfielder to his forwards. So you can see that Jahu is playing those forward passes, progressive forward passes to probably the wing back, where yes, full back, or to the striker. He really likes to play passes that are what you can say. What you can say is line pressing breaking passes. Someone who can pass the ball in between the lines, and that is really useful for a playmaker. So Jahu, you can see, as you can see, he really likes to play those long balls, and he can play the balls in between the lines as well if someone is standing. Is there? I don't think I have written much about Apuya. So yeah, this is the basic structure. What Mumbai will do to stretch the opposition defense. Fullback will move forward. Bipin Singh, he usually likes to go towards the byline so that he can cross in with the left foot. But since Des Buckingham likes to move his fullbacks forward, so he would so I think so. You see, I have said over here as well. Bipin Singh might have to work on his weaker right foot. So that he can add unpredictability, because his right foot is not as strong as his left foot is. He's a left-footed player. He is not strong on his right foot. So because of that, to what you can say, to get that overlapping, as what you can say, unpredictability with that overlapping. That's why I said he has to work on right foot, and he has little bit worked on his right foot, and he's using it while dribbling, not while crossing or shooting. He's using it while dribbling. So that is a good thing that I thought that I expected him from him, and he's doing. Okay, so one more thing I like to talk about. I would like to talk about Mumbai is Casher Gabriel. I thought he's really struggling. So let me just add again players so that I can explain to you why he was struggling and what was basically wrong and how he got it right. And one more thing I want to talk about is Vikram Pratap Singh, and I will just talk about him after I talk about Casino Gabriel. Okay, so I think I have enough players. So what would happen is, just let me move them forward. What would happen is, he would really like he would he's a number 10. He would has a license room. What he would do is he would come over here behind his opposition line. Behind in front of this opposition line. To collect the ball and then move forward, which I really felt that why he is doing that. Jahu is here to become the deep lying player. Apuya can play a forward passes. Why is he dropping deep? And because of him dropping him deep, the attack line used to suffer. These guys used to suffer. Now what happened is, so I will just make him. These guys are obviously putting pressure on Jahu and Apuya. So what happened is now what happened is Gabriel does not drop deep now. He just stays in this hole, whether everyone is moving forward. He does not care about what is going behind him. He just drops inside this space. I just show you guys. So he will drop in this space, in the space between the midfielders, the first line, the midfielder line and the final defensive line. He will just drop deep, and Jahu would just play the ball to him. And what he would do is, this is why I said that line breaking passes So this is where Javier explained. He would play Casino Gabriel over here, and what he would do is he would just what you can say strategically turn around and move forward. So this is what Casino Gabriel has started doing, and I really like that he's starting to doing well. One more thing about Mumbai City is I don't like is Javier Hernandez. He's a good player. I don't think he's a bad player. But what he does is he comes inside and he plays as a number 10 as well. So Mumbai City have two number 10s now, which I really feel is not good. Rather have someone like so out goes Fernandez, someone like Vikram Pratap Singh. Why I am saying, because he would tie down this player and would make space for Amar Ranade to make those overlapping run, or making underlapping run. So what it would do is it would have a numerical advantage on the flanks, because what happens is when Rainier plays, what happens is he moves inside. So these players move inside. This player move inside. He comes here and he has a passage, because he knows he is one on one with the players, because usually fullbacks don't tend with opposition fullback much. So this player can obviously can deal with him. But what happens is if he stays behind, then what happens is, and again there's not much place to play player over here. He will come here. He will come here. He will come here. What happens is there's not much space over here in the central. This is difficult, man. This is really difficult. There's no space in the middle, for someone like Angulo or Casino or Bipin Singh to get a shot at, and all the balls towards coming towards them would just probably be intercepted. So what Vikram Pratap Singh makes happen is what he will do is he would tie down this player, and with this player this player would have to be wary of him as well, and with Amar Ranade as well, to not get overcrowded. And so what happens is now you have again Bipin Singh again doing the same thing with this. Now you have this space in the middle for players like Angulo to provide a through ball, so that now different passing lane open up. They can provide a through ball. They can Angulo can even take a touch before shooting. So instead of that, I think that Vikram Pratap Singh should start, or someone else who is going to play in the flanks rather than coming in the middle like Fernandez does. Or even Fernandez even tries to, if it stays or hugs the touch line or sideline, then that also is good. But I feel that should happen. And what I would like to say is defensive. Des Buckingham has worked somewhat on the defensive, so not much talk about that. And I think so I will end it, because I probably cannot speak much longer than this, and you guys are probably I don't think nobody will be watching the video at this point. I don't think that they will probably go run away in 5 minutes. So yeah, that's it. It was a messy video. I'm sorry for that. I'm really sorry for that. Description में भी sorry लिखूंगा मैं सबके लिए, because I know no one is going to come this much deep in the video to listen the sorry word. So yeah, really sorry guys. प्लान तो था, मतलब कि थोड़ा डिफेंस टैक्टिक्स वगैरह वो टैक्टिकल बोर्ड यूज़ करके थोड़ा अच्छा वीडियो बनाने का प्लान तो था, बट डिड नॉट वर्क मच. आई नीड अमय so that जब मैं डिफरेंट टैक्टिकल बोर्ड पे काम करूँगा तो ऑकवर्ड साइलेंस ना होगा, and Amar would be there to talk in middle. So yeah, that's it. Be sure to like, share and subscribe. Peace out.